Hey guys, Willie Mayette from Piano with Willie. So here is piano challenge number 39. This is Slow Blues part number 3. If you want the sheet music and backing tracks, just go ahead back to pianowithwillie.com/challenge. So here we go. Let me play it for you. This week we're going to do a little walk up on this. Okay, and then that just keeps repeating. All right. So let me do that again for you. And we can also go, what goes up can also go down. All right, so now the first measure here, I explained all of that in last week's piano challenge, so piano challenge number 38. Same thing with this last measure over here. So nothing is different between the B flat 7 and the E flat 7. Really the main difference here is this walk up. So what is going on with this walk up? So the chords are a B flat to a C minor, to a C sharp diminished, to a B flat with D in the bass. And then you can also, see how I can add those sevenths in there. So B flat 7, C minor 7, C sharp diminished, B flat 7. Now that's not what I'm doing here. Instead what I'm doing is, those are the underlying chords that's going on. That's what have written in there for the chords. What I'm doing here though is I'm harmonizing this in tenths. Right? And I love this sound because it's such a great open sound. So I'm playing the root and the third of B flat, the root and the third of C minor, the root and third of C sharp diminished, and then the third and fifth of B flat over D. But notice the interval here is an interval of a tenth. That's a major tenth, a minor tenth, a minor tenth, a minor tenth. Okay? So octave, ninth, tenth. Okay? So interval of a tenth. And it's in this triplet field too. Last one I just kind of keep as a quarter note because it gives me time to get over to that E flat 7. So you see I walk down, I start on the E flat. Now I don't have that written here, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. So E flat, B flat over D, C minor, C sharp, C sharp, and C minor. I can go back and forth between those two chords, right? Remember that other one? Right? Right, so we had that other lick from challenge number 37 there. Okay, so go back to challenge number 37. You can see there's some other licks there. Now, what I suggest you do is mess around going back and forth between the B flat and the E flat. This is not a stock like blues progression. This is blues piano, meaning that we don't have to play a full blues progression, but we're just kind of like getting getting used to moving between the 1 chord and the 4 chord and kind of putting some licks in there, some left-hand accompaniment techniques, some little walk-ups, stuff like that, all right? So the idea here is that you start putting these challenges together, number 37, number 38, this one here today, 39, right? We're on 39. I get these all confused here. 39, and then the next one, 40, 41, and then you could start to like build your own improvisation, all right? So I'm going to put the drum beat on now, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of play around with this. So I could start with my left hand to begin with. Just get comfortable with that. So don't do a walk-up yet. Okay? So I can mess around and take any of the ideas that I've been doing from the previous challenges, kind of using that minor pentatonic scale, that B flat minor pentatonic scale, right? Kind of messing around that, right? As I was talking about in number 37, I believe. So take that and mix it all together. There's no one right way of mixing these together, okay? So you can go from the B flat chord into the E flat, do the walk up twice if you want. Right? So look at each one of these measures as just a little snippet that then you could take and oh, let me take that here and put it there. Now let me take that and put it there, right? That's really what the blues and improvising at the piano is really all about. Taking snippets and putting them together. Now we know those snippets as another term, right? Licks, right? So oh, I learned a lick. Okay, so the idea though is to understand that you can take these licks, right? But it's not just licks. A lick is typically something like that, like a single note, or maybe like a, something like that, right? So here we could take measure patterns. So that's where I like to think of them more as snippets. I could take this whole thing here and just kind of do like a little, if I just threw like a box on this, it would be kind of boop, copy that whole thing and then just move it somewhere else. All right, I can utilize it somewhere else, or just keep repeating it. So. And remember, so you see how now I just took this top part right here? I took that little section right there. I didn't even worry about this. Now what if I just took this part? Again, what I'm doing is I'm simply taking these notes right here and just kind of messing around with them, all right? I still keep playing that whole left hand, but rather than playing the entire measure, I just kind of take that one little section there and just try and twist and turn it and to create my own stuff, right? My own little licks and patterns, okay? So anyway, have fun with this one. This is the walk up. Super awesome to learn and to know. So you definitely want to make sure that you work hard on this one. This one is a great one to have in your tool bag, okay? All right, so anyway, that's it. Like I said, make sure you go back to pianotowillie.com/challenge. I'm not sure how long these challenge videos are going to be available on the internet off of my website. So they might come off, they might go back on. All right, so if you want to always be able to access the sheet music, the backing tracks, the videos, just go back to pianotowillie.com/challenge and you can grab all of them there. Of course, free of charge. There's no charge for these piano challenges. All right, that's it, guys. I'll see you soon.